So this morning, folks, we are on the shore of Lough Neagh and it's very peaceful. It's slightly overcast, so sure the value shoot I'm looking at here. We're going to go with a very minimalist basic shot here. You can see out there in the distance there's sort of wee stick things, where the hell it is, sticking up out of the water, some birds sitting on it. We're just going to try and just capture those and nothing else. It's just going to get the camera mounted here. So I'm not going to do a long exposure in this shot because there is birds etc. sitting and I don't really want any blur or anything from those on it. So we're just going to do a normal shot. Setting my aperture to f8. That's going to give me a shutter speed of 200. And we're going to put it on timer. Again, I always set it to timer, so although you don't think of it, when you do press the shutter, you can get some shutter shake through the camera, so you don't want to be touching it. We also use the built-in level in the camera, so it shows a digital level on the back of the screen, and you just make sure it's level up for your shot. It'll help you in post. You can't straighten an image in post, but you may as well get it right in camera. So, first shot of the day. It's looking pretty good. We want to take a few more. You know, actually with the water moving slightly there, we might actually stick on an ND and see what we can get, but I really want to capture still. So I had to shoot quicker. I seen that bird flying through the frame and thought it would look good. I think we might have got him there. So yeah, very simple shot to start off with. Then we're going to make our way down here to the Old Pier and hopefully we're going to gain access to it and do a few more shots there. So I'll just take you with me. But again here, this is very simple. I'll try and show you here what I'm looking at in the back of the screen. What we're basically doing is a very minimal shot, as you can see here. Okay, I think that'll do us this location. We'll make our way up along the loch shore now and we'll try and get the Old Pier and hopefully we'll shoot there. It's not easy to access, so wally boots not on or else, but hopefully we'll be able to access it and get a good shot. If you haven't been there before, it's also not that easy to find. It's sort of across a field and down next to the shore, so you sort of have to know where you're going, but absolutely beautiful spot if we can access it. So let's go, let's do this. Yeah folks, so we're just making our way down to the Old Pier. It's about a 5-minute walk from the car park, less probably. And I think, from what I've heard, I think it's fenced off at the minute. So we might have to climb a fence to go over it, but if I can, I'll definitely access it and we'll show you what we're going to do. Really absolutely love out mornings, I guess, really do. So I'm going to try and do a lot more of these. I'm going to try and do a lot more vlogging, tell you what I'm at, things like that. Still getting used to it, still trying to get better at it as well. But hope everything's okay, it sounds okay and things like that. As far as the camera goes, I've upgraded the Lumix S5ii, a couple of bodies. I got 2 bodies obviously for doing wedding work, but I was shooting Fujifilm. The full frame sensor is a game changer, and these cameras, absolute sleeper camera. There's no talk really about them online. There's not much information. They're absolutely outstanding. The video features, fantastic. They're so easy to use. The 24 megapixel sensor, I think, is the same sensor that's in the S5ii Sony. So you're getting the same picture quality. You're getting really good autofocus. It's probably not Sony level, but still really good autofocus. And I have nothing to complain about these cameras. They're just doing exactly what I want them to do. And at the end of the day, that's what you want. It is a tool that has to be used. So if it's doing the job that I want it to do, that's all I need it for, you know. And they're simple to use. There's nothing, they're very intuitive. There's nothing complicated. There's no big deep diving in the menus. I set mine up right at the beginning, and that's really it. I haven't changed much from then. Messed about autofocus settings a bit and things like that. But apart from that, we're very much the same as it was. I set my own profile and things on it for colour, things like that. So we're just approaching the pier now. I'll be able to show you. Just have a look here. And that's the Old Pier. That's where we're going to go down to and hopefully get a shot. There's actually a bit of colour in the sky now, so it should work quite well. At least give us something. You got to remember as well, it's about getting out. Not every time you come out is going to be absolutely amazing. But it's more about the process for me a lot of the time. If I get a good image, fantastic. If it's not so good, I don't really worry that much. I'll just be put in a hard drive and not look at it again. But I have a funny feeling we're going to get a good image today. Lovely calm water, the sky, there's colour starting to peek through. So hopefully we get something decent. We just make our way down here to the pier. You actually see it starts right here. And then goes right down to the water's edge. So we're just going down to the edge of the water. We might use an ND in this. I say the ground is always waterlogged. So if you're ever coming down this direction, welly boots is an absolute must. Trust me, I've made the mistake before. I absolutely love it down here. It's a perfect place to shoot. It's brilliant for long exposures. Can be a little difficult to get to, as I said, but once we do, it really is worth it. And this is what we're going to shoot. Just before I move on to the next location at the side here, well, the one thing I did do there, just off camera, is I added a polarizer. So the polarizer is basically going to take out, it's going to give them more blues in the sky, and it's going to take away some of the reflections in the water. I can hear Mark Ty, a good friend of mine, shouting in my head saying, get the polarizer on. I really does like advocate using a polarizer for landscape stuff, and I always forget, I'll be honest. I never put the damn thing on. So I'll put it on now, and I'll be honest, it does make a difference in the shot. It does take away those real harsh reflections, and does take away it brings more blue in the sky and sort of almost decreases the luminance of the blue, but it looks much more richer. And then it does take away the harsh reflections in the water. So it really does work well, I have to admit. So full credit to Mark Ty for that advice. So take a few more shots with it on, and then we're going to move over to the other side and we'll shoot from there. So again, I'm just focusing. And then shoot. And then when I do take an image, especially doing landscape stuff, when I do take the image, I tend to zoom in and then just check around the image to make sure you've got everything super sharp. So right from the foreground to the background. And it's all looking good. So I'm just anchoring the tripod into the ground really firmly there. And then I'm going to compose my shot on the back screen. So basically just want the pier coming from the left hand corner. Again, this is going to be a very minimal shot. So it's just going to be the pier coming from that corner and then just scan water around it. And again today I'm shooting predominantly today in the 35mm. So I'm at f14. I'm a 1/10 of a second and ISO 100. And again, timer on. And you simply take a few shots. I do encourage anyone getting into photography to start off with something like this, because this inevitably is going to be so much easier to begin with, because you can slow everything down, you can control the situation you're in, you can take your time, there's no rush. You're not standing with someone trying to take portraits where you're feeling self-conscious or you're feeling that you don't know what you're doing. This, you just get to relax, really take your time and just work with a shot. I think this is one of the best ways to learn your camera, is going out and doing landscape stuff. It might actually be pretty cool here to try and get a low shot as well. So again, we'll just set everything up lower. Anytime doing this, I just always make sure the tripod's firmly into the ground. And then use my level gauge in the back to make sure I'm level. And we're going to shoot at f20, 1/3 of a second, ISO 100. Okay, folks, so I think that's us done here. So absolutely stunning spot for photography. I mean, it's just, you can see in the background there, it's amazing. So a little bit difficult to access, but very achievable. And you get a morning like this. I actually didn't think it was going to be as good this morning. The skies were a lot more sort of duller and overcast, but it definitely had a wee bit of colour coming through there. So hopefully that shows up in the photo. So I'm going to pack everything up and walk back to the car, and that's it for this morning. Again, you know, if you like this sort of stuff, if you like this content, please like and subscribe. I'll show you the photos throughout the video. And if you want to see more of this, like, subscribe, follow me. Also, if you want to see any other type of videos, you want any information, you want a tutorial on anything about photography, landscape, studio work, how to set up a camera, how to set up continuous focus, whatever you want to know about, just drop a comment below and I'll try and make a video about it. Is what it's all about. That's all for now, folks. Thanks for watching.